there in Nashville that I met Jim Lawson and got involved in studying the philosophy and the discipline of nonviolence. I started attending these nonviolent workshops. Bernard Lefebvre was a roommate, and I kept saying to Bernard, you have to come, you have to get involved.
I was so busy with my courses, I said, listen, I don't have time for that. But he kept badgering me, and lo and behold, I got hooked.
Jim Lawson taught us to never engage in violence, but we had a right to protest for what was right. It inspired me, it changed my life.
Nonviolence as conceived by the Montgomery bus boycott is not a self-defense position. It is a militant position. How is it that I can transform the environment in which I live? And the Montgomery bus boycott did a radical analysis of the racism as a tool of helping people to wake up.
When you sit down on the bus and you sit down in the front or you sit down by a white person, you have a duty to sit there because as long as you sit in the back, you have a false sense of inferiority. And so long as you let the white man sit in the front and push you back there, he has a false sense of superiority.
We had robust discussion about these ideas. 6 months of gatherings produced the consensus we're going to desegregate downtown Nashville.
I hated this system telling people that you cannot be seated at a lunch counter. You cannot go into a restaurant simply because of the color of your skin. And I wanted to be part of an effort to help change it. And I was prepared to put my body on the line.
There was something deep down within me, moving me, that I could no longer be satisfied or go along with an evil system.
And this letter I got from my mother. What are you fighting for? Remember who are helping you in school. It is the white people. What about the people of your race? Well, what are they giving you? I mean, I know she cares for me, you know. I mean, I know she loves me, but she just don't understand.
My mom, you can hear my mother while she's washing dishes. She's praying out loud.
Well, the whole time he was in the movement, you know, it was frightening, especially for, you know, a younger brother that's, you know, 12 years young and knowing the danger and knowing what could happen at any time.
Now, tonight we have a most important business to try to accomplish, and that is to try to have one major role-playing experience to set the stage for an actual demonstration, for an actual sit-in.
A bunch of niggers. Well, look at the 8 balls all lined up with a white ball in the side pocket. Hey, nigger lover, what are you doing here? Why don't you go around in the alley where you belong? I got some licorice candy here. You like to have some of it? Let's get these niggers out of here. Come on, let's get here, gang. That was pretty good. How about
that? But what questions does this raise to us as to how we might act non-violently? What are the basic problems here so far as this whole idea that we're working on?
What is it that I would be able to do in the framework of past existence to protect myself?
As creatively as possible, seek to be loving and forgiving in any situation. It may have much more meaning to the attacker if, as he strikes you on the cheek, you're looking him in the eyes.
Don, I'm seeing footage I've never seen before.
We organized in Nashville, John Lewis, Diane Nash, and the others.
It was on February the 13th, and we had the very first sit-in here in Nashville. And I took my seat at the counter. I asked the waitress for a hamburger and a Coke.
I said, I'm sorry, our management does not allow us to serve niggers in here.
Altogether, it was a moving feeling within me that I was sitting there demanding a God-given right. And in spite of all of this, I had to keep loving the people who denied me service.
They come in and they sit down, and we're not used to them sitting down beside us because I wasn't raised with them. I never have lived with them, and I'm not going to start now.
First, we had to change. And since we were no longer going to accept segregated lunch counters, it was over with. We protested because we had changed. We continued to give them the opportunity to also change because we believed that it was possible.
On February 27th, 80 Nashville students were arrested out of over 300 who were participating in the sit-ins that day. As the students were confronted with the choice of paying a $50 fine or spending over a month in jail, each of them chose jail. Their attitude reflected the words of Reverend Martin Luther King. We will meet the capacity to inflict suffering with the capacity to endure suffering. Do what you will to us, but we will wear you down.
We felt unity, we felt power, we felt strength. I don't think any of us will ever forget it.
Nashville became the first major city in the South to permit whites and Negroes to eat together in public places.
You come to that point, this feeling that if you don't do it, if you don't do everything you can to change things, they will remain the same. And you only pass this way once. You have to give it all you have.